When I was 19 years old, I got introduced to networking. Talagang I was 19 years old. I was going to university sa California, and I was working at the bank. I was working 3 jobs actually, 3 jobs, and I was going to school full time. Talagang, how many here have more than 1 job? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very hard. Yes, yes. Very difficult to do. But I was going to school full time, and my cousin, goes, Jed, we're going to a meeting tonight. Don't sign up. Okay. I didn't know networking. I was 19 years old. 19 years old. I get introduced to networking. That night, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. The guy in the room was talking about you could make millions. You could make all this money. And you know, after the presentation, he did this. 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 And he goes, he said this. Most people will work 40 years. 40 years. How many years? Most people work how many years?
40.
40 years. How many years?
40
years. How many?
40
years. And he goes, I'm going to teach you something where instead of working for 40 years, you could do something for 4 years part-time and never have to work.
Wow.
And you know, I want everybody to listen. I believed it. I actually believed it. My cousin, who invited me, didn't believe it. Siyang nag-invite. And here's what he said that night. After the presentation, I was ready to give my credit card ko. I was ready. But wala akong enroller. Wala akong sponsor. That's it, right? Tagalog. Wala akong sponsor. Ano bang upline? What is that here? Upline. Wala akong sponsors because my cousin says, but wait, let me wait. Next week I'll join, and then you join. I said, did you not see the presentation? I said, Kuya, we have to do it now because tomorrow there are some people that will join too. And he said, but I have to do my research and I have to. Most people today, they always have to think about it and think about it and think about it. And what happens is a lot of people have this mindset of, I have to know everything before I join the business. Well, long story short, I got started in networking at 19 years old. The greatest story of my life. The first 6 months, I made no money. After 6 months, my check was $1.78. Makano yan sa dito sa 45 pesos plus 90 pesos. I made almost 90 pesos after 6 months. Which means it's about $2. $1.78. And I saw the check in the mail. And I remember, you know, when JP was sitting down, I saw the check. After 6 months, I saw the check. And I said, oh my gosh, it works. It works. See, it didn't matter how big the check was. Talagang, it didn't matter if it was thousands of pesos or thousands of dollars. All it mattered was it was a check. I just needed to see it one time that it worked. Some of you guys here today, you need to see something one time that it works and your life will change. The moment I saw the paycheck that I made $1.78, I made a decision to say, you know what, this is gonna work. Long story short, I've had some experience in networking, and 4.5 years ago, almost 5 years ago, my friend invites me to look at Vemma. And first thing, hindi ako interesado. I was not interested talagang itong Vemma. I wasn't interested. But I knew the credibility. So let me talk, like, is it okay if I share with you guys some PowerPoint slides? Yes?
Yes.
More credibility about the company. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, Vemma. Okay, here we go. First slide. So, Vemma, we're an international health and wellness company. We're our home office is in Tempe, Arizona, in America. We've been established since 2004 by a gentleman named BK Barreco. And I'll talk about BK Barreco on the next slide. We operate this business in 50 plus countries. How many here want to travel to America? Okay, only a few guys. How many here want to travel to Europe? How many here want to travel all around the world? What networking does, if you get involved in a company open in 50 countries, you can travel. You can travel. How many here would agree that maraming Filipinos, there's a lot of Filipinos, overseas Filipino workers in other countries, yes or yes?
Yes.
And all of them are looking to make more what? Money. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we're open in 50 plus countries around the world. I've been traveling all around the world. If you guys have family in America, let me know. If you have family in Europe, let me know. If you have family in Malaysia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, let me know, because I'm traveling in those places. Right now, maybe you cannot travel there. But if they meet me, they will get started. And meron ka ng team, you have a team there. And then we could build a network of people there, and eventually when it's enough people, you could travel. Most companies do not have a facility to make the products. Most companies don't have a facility to make the products. What happens is most networking companies, it is created by third party. Meaning it's not their own company. It's not their own products. I'll give you a perfect example. There's a company here in the Philippines, a local company. It's really big. They don't make their products. They have a different company that makes their products in the United States. And it's not theirs. So if anything happens, the company will shut down. We own our own manufacturing product. We are FDA inspected, manufacturing facility inspected. That is huge in America. Nobody can just come in and make these products like that. You have to be inspected. Here in the Philippines, we are an approval of BFAT. We are BFAT approved with Vemma. This product right here, in the next 90 days, is coming into the Philippines. Wow. And Dr. Edwards is going to talk about a lot more of that. We are a proud member of the Direct Selling Association. It's the biggest direct selling association in the world, and we're an awesome, we're a great member of it. We've won over 100 awards in our company. Next slide. Our CEO, BK Barreco, 20 plus years in the wellness industry, network marketing. He's honored as an Executive of the Year, the 12th Annual American Business Awards. He won the Stevie Award. He's a Stevie Award winner in the United States of America. He was Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year recipient. And his personal philosophy in our company is to make a positive difference in people's lives. Next slide. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about the product, but because we have our doctor here, Dr. Edwards, and he's a mangosteen expert. How many have ever heard of mangosteen? Marami dito, right? Yes. And so he has been studying mangosteen for over 10 years. So Vemma, it's a great product. We're going to move on to the next slide here. Why supplement? Here. Let's talk about why supplement. Every food today, all the nutrition is going down. So when it comes to fruits, vegetables, the nutrients in the food is no longer there. That's why the high rise of disease is going up. How many here have heard of more people in our family, friends, people we know have cancer, diabetes, blood pressure problems? Marami, because there's no more nutrition in our foods. It's going down. And that's why diseases are going up. So from a timing standpoint, here's what my mentor told me. He says, Jed, if you want to make a lot of money, you have to have a problem and then find a solution. If you are in the middle, there's a lot of money. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Like the cars. Before, the problem was everybody was walking. Okay, no one got that joke. A long time ago, people walked. Yes or yes?
Yes.
That was a very big problem. And then they got on the horses. That was a very big problem as well. Then there was trains, and now there are what? Cars. So when you find a problem and you find a solution and you get in the middle, you can make a lot of money. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so next slide. So one shot of Vemma, we're going to talk about that later on today, is equivalent to all of these fruits and vegetables. I'm not going to say all of it, but 61 cups of tomato, just 2 ounces of this, 19 bananas, 9 avocados. I mean, it's just so much nutrients in this product. And I'm not going to talk about, Dr. Edwards is going to do that. Okay, next slide. Our body is like a sponge. It's better to take liquid than a pill. That's what it is. Next slide. We have many different products. I won't talk about that. This makes you lose weight. I need to lose some weight too. So next slide. I have a disease. I found out 3 years ago. I went into the doctor and they diagnosed me with I like to eat rice. How many here have the disease of I like to eat rice? Everybody. With everything. How many eat rice? How many ever eat rice in the morning?
Yes.
At lunch?
Yes.
Dinner?
Yes.
Snacks?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, only in the Philippines they eat rice. They say you know you're a Filipino when you have slippers or shoes and there's rice in the bottom. And you know you're Filipino. Next slide. Next slide, we have an app. This is the Verb products that we have, guys. This is going to be incredible. We're in the product approval of bringing this product into the Philippines. We don't have this yet, but we have here for people that want to sample it, want to try the product. That's coming out the first quarter of 2015. The young generation is going to love it. Red Bull, anybody know Red Bull?
Yes.
Okay, Cobra.
Yes.
Marami dito. Those are so bad for you. Ours is the most incredible healthy energy drink. Next slide. We have many different products coming to the Philippines here soon. Next slide. Okay, let me give you some credibility. How many here have ever heard of the NBA?
Yes.
The National Basketball Association? Well, we are the official drink of the Phoenix Suns.
Wow.
If you go to the Phoenix Suns in Arizona, this is all over, inside or outside of the Phoenix Suns arena of the NBA. We're the official drink of the Phoenix Suns. So all of our Vemma and Verb logos are around. Outside it looks like that in the arena. Inside it looks exactly like this in the arena as well. We've sponsored NASCAR, so we have a lot of credibility in America. But here's the thing, nobody knows about us. Nobody knows about us here in the United States or here in the Philippines or in Asia because we're a new company. Next slide. So why haven't you heard about it? Just like what I was saying. Vemma products not available in stores. Sold strictly online like Amazon.com. Next slide. Sold in bulk like Costco. Might not participate in this year called affiliate marketing. Next slide. So here's how it works. Keep going. Keep going. All of these, go back. All of these sports and Amazon are billions of dollars. But our business model, direct selling, word of mouth, does $167 billion a year.
Wow.
167 billion. This is in this industry. This is what we do. So this is how we do it. Next slide. Here we go. Okay. Traditional companies, McDonald's, Jollibee, KFC, they use commercials, billboards, and they pay celebrities to talk about how good the product is. We don't do that. The way we get customers is, next slide, we get rid of these people and we pay our customers. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We get rid of the people here because they make a lot of money and we pay the customers. We pay the customers to drink the product and to share the product. How many here would love to get paid by drinking something that's already healthy and sweet? Yes? Next slide. Word of mouth. Word of mouth marketing is the #1 most effective form of advertising in today's world. If you want to win marketing race in 2015, you need to unleash the power of word of mouth marketing. Okay?